The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod, and we are here at Kentucky with not a very good qualifying spot, as you can see. When Jeffrey Earnhardt is right next to you, you know that you done goofed, but Denny Hamlin on the pole, his first pole of the year, and he really needs a good run. He's on the outside of the top 16 looking in, but we will see what happens this race. 27 wonderful laps at Kentucky, and as you can tell by my start, this might not be a good race, but we will stick with it and see what happens here. There'll be one pit stop about halfway, I believe, but we will see what happens when we get there. And waiting for the green flag is out. We're behind Ryan Newman on the bottom. At least we're on the bottom. There's Brandon there in the WreckingandRacing.com podcast Toyota, trying to make a move on Chris Buescher. And Denny Hamlin goes into turn one. Eric Almirola and Kyle Busch to his outside. So a lot of guys, you know, like Hamlin and Busch really need a good run in order to get into the points. And we don't need a good run, but we would certainly like one here. But it's going to be tough. It's just tough to get a hold of this racetrack. It didn't come with the game, of course. This is a modded track, and you know, I'm not one for making excuses, but it is tough. It is a very tough track to drive indeed. But we'll stick on the bottom as much as we can. Brandon there touching the white line, almost going below the white line. We've got Daniel Hemrick fighting to our outside. If we can get a run in the middle, maybe. Larson looks to make it 3 wide under Newman and De Benedetto. We'll go ahead and follow him through. That'll be a easy pass for us to make on the bottom. At least I think it is. If we can get back to the gas, yes indeed, passing Landon Castle. The bottom is working well. We've got a lot of momentum here on the inside 3 wide. Got to be sure not to wash up off of that white line. They're very aggressive. You can see Chris Buescher cutting down right in front of us, not giving us any room here. But these guys are lightning quick indeed. Hamlin stretching it out. Kyle Busch running in second. Oh, they're checking up. They're checking up. We're into Buescher just a little bit. Yellow flag is out. Just a little bit of nose damage, I assume. I couldn't see exactly what happened up there, but we'll go ahead and take the caution. We'll see where we line up as far as fuel mileage is concerned. We may pit for fuel, tires, and maybe pound out the nose a little bit, but I will be right back. We are right on the edge of the window here, coming in a lap later than everyone, just to make sure that we have enough fuel. That means everyone else in front of us is going to be on pit road. If we can stay out and make these tires last, we may actually get ourselves into a decent spot on strategy. So right side tires are on. We might as well take 4 since we're going to be in the back anyway. And besides, 4 tires is the name of the game. All right, topped off of fuel, we have enough to finish. So let's see if we can outwit these guys and bring home something good. I'll be back for the restart. Lining up for the restart here, you can see Joey Logano's damaged car right in front of us with that torn off fuel cell, and Brandon is just a few cars in front of us here on a very similar strategy. He pitted last lap, so we have one more lap of fuel in the gas tank, and we really don't need to push too awful hard. I'm not sure there are that many cars that pitted on that first round, so we can mind our time here, make up passes as they come to us, just sort of stay within reach here. And we should be able to make quick work of Joey Logano if he's got that much damage. I struggle to think he's got a good handling car, and in fact, yeah, you can see them bogging down there on the inside line, but turn 3 is very treacherous, very loose in, and very easy to overdrive and spin. Brandon on the outside of Joey Logano, right up to the wall, trying to get that momentum going through, and it looks like he may be short, so he is coming back to us on a fuel mileage strategy here. Trying to go for that inside. We'll follow Brandon through on the bottom if we can. That will put Logano to the outside. And Logano does not have a win this year in this series, so a pretty, big chunk of points lost today if he can't snooker himself into a decent running position. Under the 15 is Brandon Ross Chastain. Next up is Jeffrey Earnhardt and Clint Boyer, also in the top 16, but not having a good run this evening. And out front, I'm trying to see if Denny Hamlin is still out front. It does not look like he is. It looked like a blue car out front. We'll pick up the gas here, and Brandon looking to the inside, 3 wide. Every pass that Brandon makes, we can follow him through. Under the 34 here and under the 97. And just really get off the gas and let the car roll and set. Drive as much fuel saving as we possibly can here. And with these guys running side by side in front of us, it shouldn't be too difficult. The big thing to look out for is when they start pitting, they're going to clog up the very bottom lane. So we'll need an exit strategy once we get to about halfway. Make quick work of the 36 of Matt Tifft and under the 14 as well. And Brandon sort of slowing up on the bottom. We're looking 3 wide, can't get through the middle, but we can get under Boyer here and get that run down under the 95. Hopefully get to the 95's corner before turn 3. Yes, we can, and in fact go 3 wide with Ty Dillon. Up top, we'll get a twofer here. And these guys have really started to slow down. I don't know if it's tire wear or they are trying to save fuel, like what their strategy is, but they're certainly not going as fast now as they were earlier in the race. Or it could be the days of thunder. I'm not going faster, everyone else is going slower. But under the 19 and the 37, so putting Martin Truex Jr. behind us now, making steady gains. And under the 32 and the 38 easily, and they're single file kind of in front. There's a few side-by-side battles here. So once we can get past Ricky Stenhouse Jr., it'll be one at a time, and we won't have to be bogged down so much on the inside of 2 other cars, for example. William Byron having a night to forget as well, making a good pass here. And clearing him off the corner, getting that run. Brandon almost touching Daniel Suarez. That was really close going into the 3rd turn under Landon Castle. And we should be able to pick up that throttle and clear him on corner exit. And next up is Daniel Hemrick, and Brandon still trying to get under that 41. And Kevin Harvick leads, and we are chopping into that lead. And these guys still have to pit. So it's kind of looking like Chicago, where we pitted as soon as possible, and if we can make our tires last the entire way, we are going to be really well set. I'll tell you, the crew chiefs on pit road need some help. Speaking of needing some help, I washed up there. I needed some help to turn down under Eric Jones and Paul Menard here. Brandon clearing Newman, Wallace, and Bowman in one fell swoop. That was a power move indeed. All right, Bowman, don't chug me down. And we're also going to have to be mindful of the pitters. It's almost going to be time for those that did not hit pit road to get on pit road soon. So I need to clear Bubba here, get to the outside lane just in case. 3 wide behind us, very racy. Yeah, we can't fall back there. If we get into a gaggle like that, we're going to be boxed in whenever pit stops happen. We'll roll it here, and Bowman, come on, Alex. Oh, lazy slide. Yeah, Bowman just checked up on corner entry more than I thought. We're going to be clear without, whoa, okay. Avoided that one. But yellow flag is going to be out. I'm probably going to need 4 tires and fuel anyway. We're running in the back now, so it really doesn't matter. So I'll be pitting with all the other guys that have pitted. So we'll see where we shake out when we go back green. Pace car is off, and looking at everyone in front of me except Brandon Logano pitting, I called an audible. So we are running in third with Logano in second and a very hungry Kyle Busch behind us. And this caution will ensure that myself and Brandon have enough. What, double shift? Oh crap. Well, I definitely didn't mean to do that. We shifted into fourth gear rather than third. The button double pressed, so we lost a lot on the start. And hello again, Alex Bowman. We're going to have to regroup and get caught up. Crap, the tires are buzzed. Can we keep it off the wall? Ow. Well, we couldn't keep it off the wall. We lost all that track position now. Yellow flag is back out, and I guess we're going to have to put 4 tires on it now and get ourselves reorganized. Might as well. So I'll go ahead and get 4 tires on it and see you for the restart. As if our night was getting better, Brad just spun us coming down to the pit road entrance, and we overshot our pits. So the night is turning from maybe okay to crap really fast, but with 4 fresh tires, we may be able to do something. I'm not throwing in the towel just yet, and we can't do any worse than we are now. So a quick repair, and we should be down and away, and I will see you for the restart. Green flag is back out in the air. We've got 4 tires and some damaged cars in front of us. Let's see what we can do here. Single file racing, you know, they're going to be running quick, so we need to put it all out there and drive hard here. Hopefully not so hard that we end up wrecking. The car is very loose on corner entry. Let's get around the outside of Brad Keselowski and see if we can get a run down the backstretch. Yes, we can indeed. And what is Kyle Busch doing back here? He was running with us in 4th, dive bombing in there. The car sticks. This is what we've been needing all night right here. Excellent. Oh, cars are At least Truex was coming to pit road. So we managed to get through that gaggle of cars and made up spots. We've got another pack of cars right in front of us that we can catch really quickly. I mean, 4 tires is the way to go around here. We need to carry all of our momentum out here. Brandon out front still leading, and he's got no pressure behind. I don't know what happened to second place, but it seems everybody and their mother has gaggled up into this middle section. 2 and 3 wide right in front of us here. And there is the checkered flag. We managed to make up some spots, but not a whole awful lot. That will put us in 22nd. And considering how we were, running in 36th? Yeah, so we made up 14 spots in a matter of a lap or two, so not bad. But Brandon is your winner. Looking back at your top 10, we have Brandon in first. Let's see, who is behind here? Second, Jimmy Johnson. Third, Austin Dillon. Fourth, Alex Bowman. Oh, fourth. You gotta be kidding me. Fifth, Kevin Harvick. Sixth, Kyle Larson. Seventh, Daniel Hemrick. Good run for him. Eighth, Kurt Busch. Ninth, DiBenedetto. And the 10 rounds out the top 10. Now let's take a look here in the first crash that we are not a part of. We brought out every other caution, but let's see here. Where was that yellow? And I can't see the lights to see if we were still green. I think it happened fairly early. Okay, so we were lined up there. That was probably coming around to the caution. And it happened in turn 3, because I know we got into Chris Buescher a bit. So there it was in front of us. Oh, it was Brandon and Logano, was it? Because Logano got heavy rear end damage on that first crash. Brandon goes into the inside of Logano, punts him to the outside. Does Logano catch anyone else in the spin? No, it looks like he just shortened up. He just got shortened up quite a bit and didn't take anybody else with him. Yeah, so a quick punt into turn 3, and bam, hard into the wall. Everyone else gets by clean, though. So that sets up the pit stops, in which myself and Brandon pitted, and then we know what happened with the spin with Alex Bowman. We were making our way up fairly easily. But then going into turn 1, I mean, I'm going 159. Alex Bowman just smashes the brake. I mean, look at that. 188, 190, 140. Yeah, then we get loose and end up just spinning around a lazy slide. Couldn't keep the car under us. How close were we? There was the 20 just... Oh, that's a stupid camera angle. So we got hit by the 20. Sort of shoved around. Boop. Oh, and the 20 gets sort of sent up into the wall. Landon Castle does a really good job of keeping off of us. Oh! And the 97. Very close to hitting us. And then what happened with this spin here? So Hamlin was right there on our corner, and we just overcooked it. I mean, this was completely my fault. I have no idea what happened, but the car just broke free on acceleration, and there it goes, around it goes, and bam, into Almirola, into Keselowski, shoving him down, and just slap the wall. And, yeah, a pretty bad night to remember. But here are the standings as they are. Brandon with another win, notched into the championship standings. Remember, at the end of the year, each win is bonus points for every round except the last one. So some more bonus points for Brandon. You can see our winners there, and we're going to regroup and head to New Hampshire next week for some redemption. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the next NASCAR Racing 2003 season video. Take care.